One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hold and fire complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. So now things a bit harder after that delay of game penalty, and now you got to worry about getting it out of the shadow of your own goalpost. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working on the right. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it down on the right side. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Now this is a that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
The Huskers want to move quickly. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Taylor wants to throw it. Hauls it in. And they'll knock him down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They flipped into the field, and we were ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for room. It's Hayes.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game.
There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. Man, the U is staring at a big fat L right now. They're trailing by 14 to Auburn. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's Crosby. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wideout level noise. Picks up the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Crosby. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The play action fake. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Here we go. Do the show.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Glass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around Jesse, and they're doing just that, stay in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Taylor wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll take it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles, man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets it out quickly, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Gibson on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Creates a little space. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead with the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because he's thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Taylor wants to throw it. Working that left side now. And they got
That's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's 1st and goal. They need a touchdown and the 2. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
Pushes ahead. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quarterback making checks. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option. The give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
On the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Running to the left. And some room to work. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, better look out. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Try to get it to the edge. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day.
And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.